Welcome back to Classical Grooming. Today we're going to talk about Halston 112, both the aftershave and the cologne. So Halston 112 is marked on base notes as discontinued, but it's easily available and you can still find it at discounters or even in the rack stores. And it's a shame that if it's true, if it is discounted, I think that's a shame because it is such an amazing office scent. It came out in 1976 along with the more popular Halston Z14, and I think they're kind of a night and day twin set of fragrances. So the notes on top are green notes, okay, bergamot, basil, lemon, mandarin, and galbanum. In the heart you have pine, lavender, juniper, jasmine, and carnation, and in the base you have moss, cedarwood, musk, amber, vanilla, and tonka. So Halston 112 is the perfect office scent because it's not sweet. It is greenish. It has a resinous odor, I think, from the galbanum and the pine, and it asks for respect, not in a harsh or musky sort of way, but it is just refined, it is mature, it is something that people are going to remember, but not because it offended them, not because it attracted them, just because it has such a clear statement fragrance that we're engaged in business, or even if you're wearing it in a casual setting, that you are business-like. And I like my fragrances to have a bit of a bite to them, and Halston 112 has that bite, but unlike many fragrances that have it in the base and through the vetiver or musk, something that has a little bitterness or something that has a little animalistic quality to it, Halston 112 has it on the top. It has sort of a feel in the nose that one gets from, say, hairspray. It doesn't smell like hairspray, but it has the same nasal feel that kind of catches your attention and makes you wonder what that is. And that's one of the reasons I think it's a great business, great office scent, is it gets your attention without being loud or clingy like many of the sweet fragrances you find today. So I have both the aftershave and the cologne. And the aftershave, I think, is an older version. It's more of a vintage version. It was made by a company called French Fragrances, so it's past the point where it's actually made by Halston, but it's not the most recent version. And they come in the sort of nondescript bottles. There is no name to it except on the bottom. So you can't identify it by just the bottle. You have to look at this, or of course the box that it comes in. And you can also tell the older versions because the inside of the box has decorations, while the newer version is just blank. The aftershave, the older aftershave, is about as potent as the newer EDT. I use them both. As an aftershave, it's got a nice brace and a great scent. And that the aftershave lasts for about 2.5 hours on your skin. So with the EDT, or do they call it an EDT or cologne? They call it a cologne. The cologne lasts, I'm going to say 7 hours. It projects solidly for, again, in my perception, about 2.5, 3 hours, and then it settles to a very soft bubble around you, maybe about 6 inches. If somebody leans in close to you, they're going to pick it up. And again, it smells very masculine, very business-like in its feel. So if you get the chance, I'd recommend you try it. $9, $10 for a bottle, great buy. It's hard to miss it, and if it is discontinued, it's going to be a real loss to classical fragrance community. So buy it where you can and take it for a spin. Thank you for stopping by Classical Grooming. If you enjoy reviews of classical products or reviews of modern products from a classical perspective, please subscribe.